Hey guys, sorry for the hiatus. The wife and I were moving, but let's start with the first review that I am a week late on. We got Novocaine. Came out this year. It's an hour and 50 minutes. We have Jack Quaid as Nate. We have Amber Mid Thunder as Sherry. We have Ray Nicholson as Simon. We have Jacob Batalone as Roscoe. We have Betty Gabriel as Mincy, and we have Matt Walsh as Coltrane. Now, the whole film, as you can tell, is about a guy who can't feel pain. It gets centered around obviously Nate, who's played by Jack Quaid, and we get introduced to him pretty quickly. We see him waking up. We get straight into his work environment where he meets Sherry, and she kind of changes his whole world. They're out at a restaurant, and he doesn't eat because he can't tell whether whether he's biting into the food or he's biting into his own flesh, which is definitely interesting if you ask me. So he takes the chance with her. He feels like there's some connection with her, and I think it's apple pie. I could be completely wrong with what he's trying to eat, but anyway, he absolutely loves it, and it just kind of spirals into there. He ends up actually falling in love with her, and it seems like it's going to be a great love story. But then his bank gets robbed, and she gets held hostage by the guys, and the guys knock him out, and they try and choke him out, but he can't feel anything. So they're losing their minds because they don't know what to really do with it. So they end up taking Sherry, and they knocked out Nate. And so Nate comes to and realizes that she's being kidnapped. And so what does he do? He waits to see if the cops have handled it, and they haven't. So what he does is he steals a cop car and chases after them. And it's just, the whole, that's kind of where the movie shoots off. We're introduced to Roscoe, who's a gaming buddy of his. We get introduced to Simon, who's one of the robbers. And then Mincy and Coltrane are these two detectives that are trying to figure out, is Nate part of this? Why did he steal a cop car? Why didn't he just wait for the cops? But, Nate is like a lot of us, where we feel like the cops aren't as quickly as we can act. And with him not being able to feel pain, it's a huge positivity for him. Now, IMDb gave it a 6.6 out of 10. I give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't that amazing. It was pretty decent. I highly suggest you checking it out when you get the chance. Sadly, there is no place to stream this, so I would wait for it to stream because it's really not worth wasting your money. But give it a watch. Let me know what you think.